before moving on to the questions, just I would like to set the context of this panel discussion that we have today, which is that focuses on the future of reproductive health and how technology innovations can improve the reproductive health. But before that, I would like to introduce our speaker, Dr. Nandita Palsetkar, a health tech pioneer. She's credited for establishing the spindle view technology for IVF, a scientific director and founder of the famous Bloom IVF group, and among the 100 phenomenal entrepreneurs recognized as ladies lead by Hindustan Times. A huge round of applause for Dr. Nandita, everyone. Also, it's an honor to introduce our next panel that we have today. India's leading consultant, gynecologist and infertility specialist attached to Lilavati Hospital, Jaslok Hospital and Hinduja Healthcare. The only Indian selected to be on the board of the International Federation of Fertility Societies. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Rishma Dilonpai. Everyone, a huge round of applause. Well, so before moving on to the questions and deep diving into the same, we all know that the importance of technology in today's generation is like way too much. And a good number of revolution and digitalization has happened, especially the post-pandemic, which has also covered the field of the reproductive health. So why don't you all just set the context for me, starting with Dr. Nandita, that what is the importance of, first we'll cover the reproductive health and then we'll move on to technology. So according to you, what is the importance of reproductive health in a woman's life?
I think if you look at it, 1/3 of a woman's life is actually spent in the reproductive age group.
So I think we need to kind of really bring everything together, the fragmentation, and that will make a huge difference.
Definitely, yes. I think one word that I can use here is awareness. People, like you said, people don't know about what technology really exists, and it's very important and one of the important aspects that needs to be covered. The time of startups, especially post-pandemic, people have come up with a lot of startups, and when we talk about the healthcare section and the healthcare industry, first question is, where do you firstly see the future of women's health? And the biggest opportunity for technology startups and innovators can use a better ecosystem around women's healthcare.
I think, post-COVID, people have realized, forget women, people have realized that they need to pay attention to themselves.
Though technology is very, very important and it's going to take our healthcare sector to new levels, and it has, it has taken to a new level altogether, but there is a lot more work to be done. But I think if the gaps are bridged correctly, it is going to create wonders for sure. So firstly, I would like to introduce our speakers to all of you. We have with us an expert in digital health and regulatory compliances of healthcare, standards and guidelines. Example, telemedicine. Practice guidelines by Emcee and Niti Aayog, Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission by National Health Authority. Personal Data Protection Bill 2022 and Digital Information Security in Healthcare. We have with us Mr. Sujit Katiyar. A huge round of applause again. We also have with us our next speaker for this session. We have a faculty member at the Department of Social Sciences and Humanities, Indraprasth Institute of Information Technology, Delhi. She holds a PhD in Sociology and Anthropology from IIT Delhi. Dr. Paro Mishra, Assistant Professor from IIT Delhi. Again, a huge round of applause before we deep dive into the panel discussion ahead. Right, so talking about digital innovation and femtech, that goes hand in hand. So riding the cocktails of the digital health revolution, health technology, which has redefined the consumer's role in healthcare, and by allowing them, certainly to better understand and control their bodies and health also. This newfound, if we can say, as an autonomy, has also contributed to the rise of a lot of robust technology. We have a lot of applications, like we discussed in a lot of sessions that have come out. And it's kind of an ecosystem in which a lot of consumer data is created. I think it's like if we download an application, we have to put in a lot of information and data into it. We'll begin with Mr. Sujit, that if you can just tell us and brief us about the existing data and the the privacy framework for all the data that really exists in India. If you can just guide us about the same on it. So we will dwell between femtech and the data privacy hand in hand. So my question to you, Dr. Paro, is that you're one of the few experts who are researching femtech from a gendered lens. So my question to you is that is gendered lens crucial and in studying femtech? Why so?
Frankly, gendered lens is crucial in studying anything, right? Not just femtech.